They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited, everybody.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Thundering Herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Scanning the field, it's Turner. Took a shot as he threw. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires Goes into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Dropping back, it's Turner. Just a short pass to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off play action on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. From the gun to give, looking for room. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Norton. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play in Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught, it's Branch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The Dogs have their offense in high gear. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Turning it on. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open...
Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Keeps it on the draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Marshall quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when you understand supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Marshall will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over the Stallions. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it in the middle, it's Payne. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air, it's Turner. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's enters this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads.
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here's the heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Stockton. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Bulldogs are in a mess here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Frazier. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted one. Purdy on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, in game one going exactly how they scripted it.
They'll try to tack one more. 28-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the ground game. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here comes the Heat. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The short hands, it's Turner. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Caught close to the marker, it's Bell. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he...
There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Makes a connection. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, he looks ready to compete for a national championship.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Turner. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Marshall will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. A low-line drive and not his best work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Handoff to the single running back. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down and more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Bell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very